It is shown at the beginning of the film that a massive spaceship lands directly in front of Thor's ship. This ship belongs to none other than the mighty Thanos, who has arrived with his entire team, known as the Black Order. Upon entering Thor's ship, Thanos and his forces kill all of Thor's crew. Thanos then confronts Loki to take the Space Stone from him and threatens to kill Thor. Meanwhile, the Hulk arrives, leading to a tremendous face-to-face battle. The interesting fact is that both Hulk and Thanos possess superhuman strength. Their fierce and tough fight is shown, and initially, they are equally matched. However, being stronger, Thanos ultimately defeats the Hulk. Heimdall, realizing no one can stand before Thanos, uses his powers to send the Hulk to Earth. This act enrages Thanos, who kills Heimdall on the spot. He then attempts to kill Thor. Loki pleads, "Let him go. I will give you the Space Stone in exchange." Loki hands over the stone, but Thanos betrays him and kills Loki. Thor is enraged and grief-stricken but can do nothing as he is bound hand and foot. Thanos then leaves the ship to acquire his third stone, but before departing, he destroys the vessel. With the ship destroyed and adrift in space, Thor is left floating in the void. At that moment, the Guardians of the Galaxy arrive. Spotting Thor, they bring him aboard their ship. Mantis, who can read anyone's mind, places her hands on Thor's head and senses his profound sadness and pain over the people he has lost. Upon waking, Thor reveals to the Guardians that Thanos is on the move, relentlessly pursuing the Infinity Stones, and with them, he could wipe out half of all life. Thor asks Peter Quill for help, explaining that if Thanos collects all the stones, he will ruin the entire universe. They form two teams, one consisting of Thor, Rocket, and Groot, the other of Peter Quill, Gamora, Drax, and Nebula. Thor tells Quill that he cannot harm Thanos without his own hammer, so he departs for Nidavellir to forge a new one. Meanwhile, Quill, Gamora, and Nebula travel to Nohir, the home of the Collector, who possesses the Reality Stone. Back on Earth, the Hulk, having been sent by Heimdall, crash lands in New York at the Sanctum Sanctorum, where Doctor Strange and Wong are present. He tells them, "Thanos is coming, no one can save us now." Witnessing his distress, Doctor Strange becomes worried. He then seeks help from Iron Man. Both Banner and Strange explain to Tony Stark that Thanos has begun his quest for the Infinity Stones, putting the entire planet at risk. If he acquires all the stones, Earth will be in grave danger. A brief overview of the stones is given. 1. Power Stone can increase or decrease any being's power. 2. Space Stone can teleport anything anywhere through space. 3. Reality Stone can alter reality itself, changing the environment at will. For a Time Stone possessed by Doctor Strange, it can reverse or forward time. 5. Soul Stone grants control over any living soul. 6. Mind Stone can control minds and grants telekinetic powers, allowing the user to move objects or make them fly. Thanos' goal is revealed. With the power of all the stones, he wishes to eliminate half of all life in the universe. He believes that on overpopulated planets, halving the population will allow resources to be shared fairly and bring balance to the universe. This obsession drives him to acquire the Infinity Stones. When Tony Stark learns that Thanos wants to wipe out half of all life, he suggests destroying one of the 6 stones to thwart his plan. He asks Doctor Strange why they shouldn't destroy the Time Stone. Strange insists he will protect it with his life and never let it be destroyed. They then remember that Vision has the Mind Stone and reason that destroying it would stop Thanos. They try to contact Vision immediately but discover he has disabled his transponder. Furthermore, the Avengers are divided into 2 factions led by Captain America and Iron Man, making contact difficult. Banner tells Stark that Captain America might know Vision's location and suggests calling him. Stark refuses, citing their estrangement. Banner insists, "You don't know who we're dealing with. Listen to me and call him now." At that moment, they hear a noise and, looking out the window, see a large spaceship approaching New York. They understand the threat has arrived. Spider-Man also sees the ship from his school bus and swings into action to follow it. 2 figures, Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian, emerge from the ship. Ebony Maw possesses powerful telekinesis, and Cull Obsidian has superhuman strength. Their mission is to secure the Time Stone, and a battle ensues. In an impressive scene, Tony Stark activates his new nanotech Iron Man suit and counters Ebony Maw's attack. Despite Maw's power, Stark manages to hold his own. Maw eventually captures Doctor Strange, as only Strange can surrender the Time Stone, and takes him to his ship, unaware that Iron Man and Spider-Man have stowed away. It is revealed that Thanos' Black Order can track the energy of the Infinity Stones. While Maw goes for the Time Stone, Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive are sent to retrieve the Mind Stone from Vision. They prove stronger than Vision and Scarlet Witch, and Corvus Glaive wounds Vision with his blade, which can pierce any substance. This leaves Scarlet Witch to fight alone. Just as they are about to overpower her, Captain America, Falcon, and Black Widow arrive and defeat the attackers, forcing Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive to escape through a portal. Vision is badly injured, and the group decides to seek help from Black Panther in Wakanda to safely separate him from the Mind Stone. The scene shifts to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora tells Peter Quill that years ago, Thanos came to her planet and killed half its population, including her mother. She vows to not let him succeed again. She reveals a secret that will inevitably draw Thanos to her and makes Quill promise to kill her if Thanos tries to capture him. Reluctantly, Quill agrees. They arrive on Nohir to find Thanos threatening the Collector for the Reality Stone. Gamora seemingly kills Thanos, but it is revealed to be an illusion created by the Reality Stone, which Thanos already possesses. It was a trap for Gamora. When Quill realizes Thanos is taking Gamora, he tries to shoot her, but Thanos turns his bullets into bubbles. Thanos then leaves with Gamora. Aboard Ebony Mawr's ship, Iron Man and Spider-Man rescue Doctor Strange and leave Mawr to die in space. An argument ensues. Stark states he cannot lead Thanos to Earth for the Time Stone and suggests confronting him elsewhere. Knowing Thanos is from Titan, they decide to go there to fight him. Thanos and Gamora are shown in a mysterious realm where they meet Red Skull, the guardian of the Soul Stone. Red Skull explains that the Soul Stone demands a sacrifice, a soul for a soul. Thanos sacrifices his beloved adopted daughter, Gamora, and acquires the Soul Stone. Meanwhile, Thor, Rocket, and Groot arrive at the realm of the dwarfs, the only ones who can forge powerful weapons. Thor learns that after the dwarfs made his original hammer, he destroyed their forges, leaving only one dwarf, Eitri, alive. Thor pleads for help. Eitri initially refuses, fearing Thanos' retaliation, but relents when Thor vows to defeat him. They begin crafting a new weapon, Stormbreaker. The process requires the energy of a star, which is too intense and would destroy the metal without a central filter. When the filter is damaged, Thor himself channels the star's energy through his body, enduring immense pain to power the forge. After the axe is forged, it lacks a handle. Groot steps forward and sacrifices part of his own arm to create one, completing the mighty Stormbreaker, which is more advanced and solid than Thor's previous weapon. The scene moves to Titan, where Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange have arrived. Nebula sends a message to Mantis, prompting Star-Lord, Drax, and Mantis to join them. Doctor Strange uses the Time Stone to look into the future, seeing over 14 million possible outcomes, and finds only one in which they win. At that moment, Thanos arrives on Titan to take the Time Stone. Back on Earth, Captain America, Bruce Banner, and the others arrive in Wakanda with Vision. Black Panther leads them, and his sister, Shuri, announces she can separate the Mind Stone from Vision but needs time. The heroes decide to fight the incoming Black Order to buy her that time. The entire Black Order, led by Proxima Midnight, Cull Obsidian, and Corvus Glaive, arrives in Wakanda to take the Mind Stone. The Avengers, believing they have the advantage, prepare for battle. Black Panther activates a protective dome around the city. Knowing the enemy could attack from any direction, they decide to open a small section of the shield, funneling the Black Order's forces into a frontal assault to keep them occupied while Shuri works. A massive, fantastic battle ensues between the Avengers and the Black Order. Notably, the Hulk refuses to emerge, as Banner has developed a fear of Thanos after his defeat. Banner is forced to fight in his human form inside the Hulkbuster armor. During the battle, the Black Order members, Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, and Cull Obsidian, are all killed. The Avengers are eventually joined by Vision and, in a dramatic entrance, Thor, whose arrival terrifies the remaining enemy forces. On Titan, Thanos battles Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and the Guardians. They work together to subdue him, and Spider-Man nearly succeeds in removing Thanos' gauntlet. However, Star-Lord, upon learning of Gamora's death, loses his temper and attacks Thanos, breaking the team's hold on him. This allows Thanos to break free, regain control of the gauntlet, and overpower everyone. A fierce fight follows between Thanos and Iron Man. Despite the power of the nanotech suit, Tony Stark only manages to draw a single drop of blood from Thanos. Enraged, Thanos grievously wounds Stark with his own weapon. To save Stark's life, Doctor Strange offers the Time Stone in exchange. Against Stark's protests, Strange surrenders the stone, giving Thanos his fifth Infinity Stone. Thanos then teleports to Wakanda, where the battle is concluding. A poignant scene unfolds between Scarlet Witch and Vision. Vision tells her that if Thanos takes the Mind Stone, he will die anyway, so she must destroy the stone to stop Thanos. Reluctantly, Scarlet Witch uses her powers to separate and begin destroying the Mind Stone. Just as she succeeds, Thanos arrives. He uses the Time Stone to reverse time, restoring the Mind Stone to Vision's head, and then rips it out, killing Vision. He places the final stone in his gauntlet. Now in possession of all 6 stones, Thanos is confronted by Thor, who attacks him with Stormbreaker. The axe strikes Thanos in the chest, but Thanos says, "You should have gone for the head." He then snaps his fingers, activating the gauntlet's power. The scene shifts to the Soul World, where Thanos meets a young Gamora. She asked him, "What did it cost?" He replies, "Everything." He then returns to the real world, where the remaining Avengers look on in horror. Thanos, having achieved his goal, teleports away. Across the universe, half of all life begins to disintegrate into ashes, including many heroes. Nick Fury and Maria Hill also begin to fade. Just before disappearing completely, Fury sends a distress signal on a modified pager. The device falls to the ground, revealing the symbol of Captain Marvel just as the movie ends.